Cool. So before we get started, we'd like to take this opportunity, I'm sure, on behalf of all of you, to really thank the Student Services team for all of their hard work. I know Christine, Sammy, Aaron, and Wynn, and Amy have been working diligently to make sure this has been a successful event, and I think it definitely has, to say the least. So if you don't mind, I want to give this a quick round of applause. So, those of you that don't know me, my name is Kevin Barcelona. I go by KB. The beautiful young lady in the red here is my mentee, Sher. And so we just kind of want to give you an overview of our experience through the mentor program. We just want to highlight a few of the things that we thought would be important to really talk about. So initial impressions, our background, our reasons for joining the mentorship, some of the challenges we faced, and how we really benefited from this program. So to tell you about myself, I'm a proud MBA graduate from the class of 2014. I'm a first-year mentor and a previous mentee last year. My mentor was Kevin McMaster, and I know some of you know him. He's a master mentor here, but you know, he's too cool now. He's in Vegas. He accepted a position out there, but he sends us lows. You know, he sends us a price. We really wish he could be here. One of the main reasons I chose to be a mentor, along with the constant nagging of Kevin, is that you know, I really wanted to give back. I don't think Carrie said it perfectly. You know, I really wanted to find a way to pay it forward. The reason I joined the mentorship program last year was I was really at a time in my life I was in disarray. You know, I was looking for guidance. I reached out for help. You know, a lot of people were there for me, but I was really looking for somebody to lean on, to support. You know, in a professional capacity. I really wouldn't be here today to be employed by the university, to find the confidence in myself without going through the mentor program. So what I would like to do is kind of go back and forth with Sher to share our experience, but I'll give you a brief introduction of her. She's a very humbling and modest young lady who probably won't brag about it, so I'll do it for her. She is a recent graduate from the class of 2015, earning her bachelor's degree in management, which she was a high distinguished student, graduating with a 4.0. So I had absolutely nothing to do with it, but I like to think I did. A couple initial impressions I had from Sher. You know, when we first met, she had very strong and professional demeanor. She was very motivated, determined, extremely intuitive, straight to the point. I can tell you a couple quick stories here. Is that when we first met, we sat down in that corner over there. We did our brief introductions, and the first thing she said is, "So, on May 9th, am I allowed to call you after this? Are we done?" I said, "No. You know, we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. See how it goes." But that in itself, you can tell that she's really there. She showed her commitment from the very beginning. She's extremely goal-oriented, a workaholic to say the least. She was extremely receptive. But I can tell you, we had a phone call the week when she had graduation. You know, just a weekly phone call to catch up, see how she's doing. And at the end of the phone call, she says, "So, is there anything you want me to work on? Any articles you want me to read over? Is there like kind of an assignment that you want me to have?" I said, "Sher, you're graduating tomorrow." She said, I have about an hour between lunch and when my mom gets down here." I was like, "Your assignment is to relax." But that kind of describes the type of person that she is. So without further ado, here's Sher and Kyle.
Thanks, KB. You guys can see me, right? I really appreciate those kind words. Thank you very much. As KB said, that I am a recent graduate from the BAM program out here in Orange County, and I, really enjoyed my experience at University of Redlands. And the reason why I chose University of Redlands was that it allowed me to both work full-time and go to school full-time. And I really had, in the beginning, no intention in making a career switch at all. It was not until actually I met our former student services manager, Cocoa Morton. And it was here for the first time in an academic setting where I met somebody who was actually interested in exchanging information designed to help me both career-wise and both professionally as well. And because of this meeting that I had with Kokoa, maybe some of you guys know him, I decided that, wow, I really now know what I want to be when I grow up. I want to help people. And I didn't know what I was going to do, but I just knew I had that aha moment. I needed to help people. So I decided to make the right steps in doing that. So I applied for the mentorship program and was really eager to sign up. Now, I really didn't know what to expect at first. When I first met KB, the first thing I thought about him was pretty fashionable, actually, because he had a Louis Vuitton belt, pretty ornate, actually, when he first approached me, that matched my purse, believe it or not. So I was like, okay. But he was warm, and he was professional, and pretty knowledgeable, too. KB had a very similar story as me. He worked in the business sector and really made a heartfelt change to education. And while we had a lot of jokes and a lot of fun, we also had some of our challenges.
So some of the challenges that we had to overcome were some of the odd issues from the Orange County campus. I was in San Diego. So we had to work together to really plan out what we want to do over the next 6 months. A lot of that had to do is really set an agenda, look for some tasks that we really wanted to accomplish. So we outlined meetings ahead of time. We had Thursday phone calls bi-weekly that we always scheduled. We had flexible FaceTime appointments that you can see there. And then obviously one of the biggest challenges that we had when Sher was looking to change careers was to really narrow our field of interest.
And KB was correct in that I really had minimal experience in education, so I was really unfamiliar with all the positions that could be offered into education. So with a little bit of guidance from KB and a little push, we thought this was a very perfect opportunity to use my band degree towards my interest in higher education and to completing my capstone paper. Also in the midst of that, through this entire process, I did have a couple of interviews, both in the higher education K-12 setting. I now work for the school psychology department at a local school district here in Orange County. And I've also then now decided to pursue my master's, a dual master's in educational and clinical counseling. And I'm proud to say I start my program this June. Just kidding. More importantly, what I've learned about myself throughout this process is that I really am meant to do this. That it's okay to make a switch, and that I should really listen to my inner calling from God. And I've always been taught that success was a series of boxes that need to be checked. Go to school, graduate from school, get married, have kids, and find a career path and start collecting retirement checks. But what I realized is that finding your career path, the box, that little career path box, needed to be replaced with finding your purpose. And so that's where I am today, is instead of looking for a career and telling life what I was going to do with it, I really, again, neglected to listen to my inner calling. So, however, to effectively, though, make this intentional career switch, the positive outcome is definitely dependent on the right people to get you there. So, without further ado, I wanted to first thank the university for matching me up with KB. He is a wonderful mentor and friend, teacher, and great inspiration for me. KB, you have definitely inspired me to pursue my goals with hard work and dedication. You have shown me the value of honesty, sincerity, and trust in business. I truly appreciate and value everything I have learned from you. It will forever remain a major contributor behind my success and achievements, and I really look forward to the day I can do the same for somebody else. And with that said, I also made KB, since we both love sports, something that he can hang in his office, It's most inspirational player. I think I'm kind of biased, not at all. Out of the mentorship program, I think he is the best mentor ever. Just kidding.
Oh, thank you. That's the first time I heard that. That's probably said more nicer things than my mom has ever told me. Kind of like a lot. Threw me off, but to kind of reflect on my mentorship experience, for clarity, our contract is not in today. We actually have made some plans over the summer to really continue to improve some of her professional attributes that we talked about, Toastmasters events, and also go to Disneyland. But in all seriousness, what this mentorship has really brought me is extremely fulfilling. I'm very blessed, humbled to have Sher as my mentee. You've honestly taught me a lot more than I really didn't know what to expect. You continually push me, challenge me, and really give me a different approach on how to overcome challenges. And I thank you for that. Because of this mentorship, we've found a friendship, a relationship where I consider you an admirable student, admirable colleague, and a younger sister that's the same age as me. Also much where I'll say a very quick story here is that it came to the point where I knew that okay, she's a really good friend now. We always have scheduled phone calls. She kind of called me out of the blue. It was the weekend of commencement, and she says, hey KB, it's like 2 in the afternoon. She never calls me, so I got to pick up. I was like, hey, what's going on? She's like, hey, I have kind of an emergency. I really need your help. I'm like, okay, well, what's up? Anything and everything. She's like, I don't know what shoes to wear this weekend. And I said, I don't know if I can help you, but wear something comfortable. But in all seriousness, thank you so much for everything, and thank you to the university for really hosting an amazing event. Thank you.